Why, hello there, and welcome. I was just looking over the story. Would you like to hear it? Please. Let's begin. Our story begins with a handsome young music teacher who was locked away in a cold, noisy building. Built by concrete and mortar, it was impossible to escape. This superstructure was guarded by hundreds of small soldiers that called themselves children. They could smell fear from a mile away and would constantly test your patience and stamina. Yes, this story was a scary one. Does this story sound familiar? I hope not. Most of us love our jobs. At least, I hope you do. I know that I love mine. And why, yes, sometimes there are times that I get very frustrated or even depressed, but for the most part, it's a love-hate relationship with very little hate. I always tell everybody I have the best job in the world. I sing and dance and play all day. I mean, I can't think of a better job than to just sing and dance the entire day. And I think sometimes we forget that we actually have a relatively easy job to do. Now, don't get me wrong. What we do is very difficult, and we have very difficult moments. But what I'm talking about easy in the sense that our students already have a passion for music. They already have a love for music. I think one of the biggest hurdles as a teacher is trying to get the students to enjoy the subject that you're teaching. And we as music teachers naturally have the subject that almost 99% of the students that actually love it already. There's probably only a handful of kids that I've ever met in my entire time of teaching that just don't like music, and it's not their fault. However, I think one of the biggest hurdles as a teacher is trying to get the students interested in the topic that you're teaching. If you ask teachers who teach other subjects, they'll tell you that the number one difficulty is trying to get students to enjoy their subject, trying to get kids to enjoy learning about their topic. We, as music teachers, just naturally have that subject that almost all students love already. So our job is just to develop it and enhance it. That's, for me, one of the best things about teaching is that I don't have to work that hard in developing a passion for music for them. I just want them to enjoy it and be lifelong music learners. I'm very lucky that children, as a whole, naturally enjoy music. Of course, there are some that don't connect to it or are a little shy at times, but eventually they'll come out of their shell. But that is, I think, the easy part. I have a library of games, catchy songs, and an endless amount of topics that I can teach the student to grab their passion and foster that love of music. It's easy to lose sight on the joy of teaching music when you've been teaching for so many years. It's hard to still have that excitement that a kid feels for the first time when they play an instrument, or when they sing a song, or they do a dance that they've been working really hard on. And we kind of forget that moment that it feels to be at the beginning stages of certain events in music. Not to mention that we as the teachers have the stress and the weight on our shoulders of concerts, lesson plans, and, well, frankly, life, right? But today, I wanted to share with you something that has helped me continue the passion that I've had for so many years now. It's really simple yet effective. Now before I share with you, I know that many of you are going to say, well, I don't have time for this, or, I don't think I need to do it. I want you to really hear me out first, and then think about whether this could be helpful for you or not. I know that we all live very crazy and hectic lives, and I feel like every year I say things can't get crazier, and if one thing more is added to my already overloaded duties as a teacher and educator, I'm gonna lose my mind. And yet somehow every year I feel like it does get harder, it does get more crazier and hecticer, and obviously, yes, more duties are always piled onto us. But yet, as teachers, we always persevere and rise above it, right? I think the main reason we fell in love with music was because we got to make music. Whether it was writing your own songs, or playing your favorite Bach suite, soloing with your horn, or just playing to a recorded song. With more responsibilities, we lose time for ourselves, and all of that music that we played is either for the class or for our next concert. We hardly ever have time to make music for ourselves. with New Year's right around the corner, why not make a New Year's resolution of finding creative time for yourself? Learn a new instrument. Start writing your own songs. Take out that dusty instrument that you haven't played in so many years and start jamming out again. Or simply, just make music that's just for you and nobody else. Don't learn how to play the ukulele because you're planning on teaching ukulele in the fall. Don't write an arrangement for your jazz band. Don't write an arrangement for your choir. Make music that is for you and you alone. I think that is what many of us are forgetting and losing. This past year, I started to create music that was for me alone. I spent a few hours every week just making music that was my own. And while yes, sometimes it was very frustrating, it really helped me not only become a better musician, but it helped me become a better teacher. I rediscovered that passion that I thought I lost for a while. I thought I lost the passion of music, and I didn't know how to get it back until I realized, I didn't just lose the passion, it was just more that my music abilities were always being done for somebody else. I was constantly writing jazz arrangements for my jazz band or recording music for my choir, and I never just got a chance to pick up my instrument or just record a song or mix a song or even just do active listening. I felt like all my time was for somebody else and not me. This year, make music for you and you alone. We as music educators are creative, but we tend to lose our creativity because we're always too busy trying to foster other people's passion for music. I feel like we give a little away of our passion, our spark to our students so that they can light the fire. So for this year, make your New Year's resolution a year of making music for you to help rekindle that passion and rediscover the reason why you fell in love with music. Be creative, be innovative, and be what you really are, a musician. Happy holidays, everybody, and I'll see you in 2022. Bye.